Okay. Underlying energy is death. Underneath is the Tower. Okay, so something completely unexpected came about, and I feel like it's now like urging you to release something in the present. This is about what you need to release, what you need to let go of, or perhaps what you are letting go of, what you're, no longer allowing what you're no longer allowing to keep or take up space in your life. Like I was saying with the Five of Cups, I think that you guys are transitioning. You guys are not looking and focusing on what's missing. For some of you guys, you literally are, and it's keeping you from being able to move forward. But for some of you guys, what I was getting from the majority, how I was feeling for that card was that there was a lot of growth. You guys were seeing what was missing, but allowing that to inspire you guys to go after what you have left, the Two of Cups, to move forward. And I feel it the same way with the Death card. Some sort of radical change, something unexpected coming about, and it's going to shape your world up. But it's going to, it's going to be different this time because you're going to have a different perspective. I feel like you're going to have an open view. Okay, now the situation is this. The challenge is the High Priestess, which is someone that's very observant, very passive. She doesn't really take a lot of action. As a matter of fact, she's very yin to her yang. Okay, she's very intuitive. She follows her instincts. But the thing is, what's crossing it is the Ten of Pentacles. So it's an interesting crossing because the Ten of Pentacles itself truly means that there is, stability, support, and security, people that have your back. And I feel like right now there is some sort of uncertainty regarding some sort of stability probably within your family, within your work environments, your friends. There may be some things that you may know about a connection between you and someone. Maybe you were kind of committed to someone low-key, to be absolutely honest with you. That's what I'm kind of getting the sense of. The High Priestess it obviously talks about what you know, like you just know from straight out. There's no moon here or anything like that, so there's no secret. So I feel like there's something that you know about some sort of connection or about some sort of commitment that you're in. Okay. Now, the situation is this. In the past, you have the World. So there was some sort of completion of a cycle. I feel like it was for the better for a lot of you guys. For those of you that may not see it that way, I think there was something that you got out of it. The World, you always get something out of. It's such a good card. Even if you've had a kind of an ending that wasn't the best, you know what I'm saying? But it still had that, it still gave you something, it still gave you something to work with. That, like I said, with the Five of Cups, there was something regarding what you've lost that's kind of inspiring you to go after and find what it is, to find what makes you happy, whatever you lost that was precious to you, you're going to go out there and make it better. But you got to know what you lost before you go and get it. You know what I'm saying? So this is what the Venus retrograde is all about. You got to figure out what you lost, figure out what's missing, so you can go and have that in your relationships, your future relationships. And I think that's the case. Because now you have the Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups. You go into the past here. You fighting, you're going right back to the past. Somebody's looking back and going back to the past. Why? Because I feel like there's some information, there's something that needs to be said. There's some things that need to be, cleared up, or some sort of information that needs to be gathered. But the Knight of Swords does not gather information. The Knight of Swords just charges in head first, going in crazy. Okay. Now the situation is this too. Somebody maybe wearing some rose-tinted glasses, even though the Knight of Swords is pretty damn clear, pretty damn serious. I think there's some sort of things. There's something that's being, somebody's charging in with the intent to kill. I'm just kidding. But I feel like there's you're going in guns blazing, and the challenge is the High Priestess. You may just need to be watchful right now, because the Six of Cups, somebody could be coming back from the past full force, and you may need to just see where they're coming from. You may need to be need to witness this, because death is all about releasing. What do you need to release so you can move forward, so you can have a relationship that you want? Because you have here in the future the Hierophant, and what's crossing that is the Ten of Pentacles. Commitment crossing commitment. That's something that says something right there, right, family? Like, it says something, because if somebody's coming back from the past, somebody is literally, I feel like, if there's not somebody that's coming back from the past, then it's literally somebody going in going in towards some sort of connection that's definitely Definitely got deeper ties in this lifetime, perhaps, because you do have the High Priestess and the Hierophant here. Like I said before, when you have these two, or the Emperor and Empress, especially Emperor and Empress is like the divine masculine, the divine couple. But then you have the Hierophant and the High Priestess, which is another level. Like it's orchestrated in that sense, in a good sense. You know, like this is some serious, powerful couple here. This is a tie that's spiritual and in so many levels. Okay. And I do feel like with these two standing next to each other as well, these are wedded, they're together, but they do their own separate things. If you have you know what's crazy, when I did the last reading for y'all, you did have the Emperor and the Empress sitting next to each other. It's the same. You had the very same thing with the Emperor and the Empress. Something's going on. You have some serious karmic or some sort of soulmate connection or something tight with this individual. And I feel like you're going to investigate. I feel like the whole situation is about investigation, or should be. But there's somebody going in blazing and hot and this is probably someone from the past. 6 of Cups. There is no there's reminiscing, and I feel like the High Priestess can reminisce. The Knight of Swords doesn't have time to. He's just too busy willing to act. Okay, but your future shows the Hierophant, which talks about routine, structure, commitment. Somebody may be coming in to offer you something of structure, of real structure. Somebody may be even in your life right now that's wanting to do that, which is the Knight of Swords. It's coming in kind of immaturely, really, you know, fast, and not really thinking very clearly. Again, this could be you, Libra, going into a situation with an ex, not really knowing exactly what to expect, but you do know what to expect with this situation. Now, if some of you guys have recently broke up with somebody, then it's like you going into a situation towards a soulmate connection that, you know, especially if a past connection with an ex, perhaps, you know that there's some sort of commitment situation here that's definitely not done. And I feel like that's the situation. There is something that you need to look at if there's something that from the past is coming up. It could be a brand new ass person, right? Brand spanking new. But they bring up some stuff from the past. They bring up a lot of old stuff from the past. They do. And I think that's probably why, to get you to see something about a connection, see something about relationships, something that you can perhaps, you know, take with you as you develop future relationships, if not with this person. You know what I'm saying? Now, your goal, aim, ambition is the 6 of Swords. Yeah, you want to move on. You want to leave all that shit behind. You want to be able to see a new land, a new journey. You want to start a new journey in a totally different arena because you're done with this. Some of you guys, you really internationally want to travel. Some of you guys are internationally traveling right now. But then at the same time, though, this could be just you guys ready to move the fuck on. You're done with whatever's been not working. That's why you Knight of Swords in it. You've been stagnant. You've been dealing with stuff for a long time. Well, not stagnant, but you've been, you know, you've just been passive for a little bit. You're like, okay, what information do I need to know more of? And it's like, this is information season. This is looking back season. You're charging in. This is because of something from the past. You have to get something from it, especially from somebody from the past here. And I feel like, yeah, your main goal is to move forward. And how to move forward is to embrace the past. Embrace it. Because whatever is going on, whatever you need to see from this past energy, you have to see. You have to experience. Because this is going to bring you to the Hierophant energy, which is going to talk about, you know, commitment, stability, conformity, and a sense of feeling tight in the 10 of Pentacles. Like, that's good, I feel. Now, typically, I wouldn't like seeing the Hierophant for you because you're an air sign and you all about freedom and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? But the situation is that this is we're talking about relationships. Nobody wants to feel like they're just floating in a relationship. Everybody wants their space. Sure, and these two with the Hierophant and High Priest and the High Priestess and the Hierophant, they have their own spaces. They have their own churches, as a matter of fact, the ways of teaching and all that. And I feel like that's there. But the point of it all is like getting to a really solid relationship for some of you guys. How you do that? Somebody may be coming in. Somebody may be coming in to show themselves, to prove themselves, to fight for what they believe in, and believe in this connection that they've got that's been established a long time ago. Now, you have the 10 of Swords coming up in your outcome, which is interesting to me because this talks about the worst being over, the ending of the endings. Okay, this is one of the worst endings you could get in tarot, I would say. But it talks about the worst being over, like. It can't get any worse than where it's gotten. And usually that happens after, you know, everything that needed to be seen, has been experienced, has been shown. This perspective has been grasped. Okay, so that at that point you have all the information that you need, and all you can do from there is to recover and take the steps necessary with the new perspectives that you've gotten. Okay, so let's see what's going on here with your messenger of the oracle. Oh, show that you care. Okay, y'all, last time when I pulled for you, I think you guys had two. You had two, you had the same ones, the exact same ones as Sagittarius. So go ahead and watch Sagittarius if you haven't already. You have the exact same cards initially, okay? I would love to upload that video, even if it had like, 5 minutes of it chopped off. I would love to do that. As a matter of fact, I think I might still. It was the previous reading. It will not have any audio for the first 5 minutes. I will think about it. But the thing is that you guys have the same exact cards. That's what made it so weird doing those readings. Because you guys had the exact same two cards as Libra did. Okay. So, shoot. But yeah, you guys have shown that you care. And that just means to express yourself, to be open, to allow yourself to just share emotions with people, to share your emotions with others, but to be there for other people as well, to be open with other people, and to just put your heart out there, you know what I mean? You don't have to hide how you feel. Don't do that. I feel like right now it's not about hiding how you feel. It's being authentic to who you are and based off of who you are. And that's what the Knight of Swords does. He's being very authentic in the moment. Sure, he's moving in super fast without thinking, but maybe you don't need to think about it. That's the thing. Don't think about it. Just do. Just be, rather. Because doing is different from being. Just be yourself. That's all you got to do. Separation. Your time from your partner is on the horizon. Time apart from this person is on the horizon. Now, for those of you that have been separate from this individual, it's already talking about, this is talking about you guys having a temporary separation, period. Like, you guys may have had a situation where you guys were separate for a little bit, and that's coming to an end too. That time apart phase, it's probably wrapping itself up. Temporary this is temporary. Right? Separation here with this card is temporary. It's not going to last forever. This is for the meantime, right? Something is going on where there is this separation, and I feel like it has to do with getting you guys together again, or something to really click. This Hierophant and Ten of Pentacles to me is to stare me in the face. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like separation, this means that if you had a period where you broke up with somebody before, that was temporary. That is temporary. I don't know if you'll get back together with them. That is your choice, of course. I'm not going to say here, go, oh, you guys could get back together. There is the potential for a commitment, a relationship. There is always that, right? But this Hierophant could be that you commit to yourself, right? It all depends on how you live your life. I can't tell you what you will decide to do in the future, but what I can tell you is that there is a potential for something to be, this marriage here, potentially. Because these two are married. But the situation here is this. Like, this situation is temporary. This temporary as in y'all being split, y'all not seeing each other. That's a time apart. Right now, like I said before, the challenge is seeing and being in the moment. And just allowing the message to come to you. Watch. But of course, show that you care and stuff like that. Don't be under, the cloak of, I'm just observing you. You ain't going to get a piece of me. Just be yourself. Because allowing yourself to be yourself and be observant it's just going to open so many doors. But most importantly, guys, your separation with this person, if you broke up with them recently, if you broke up with them a long time ago, is a temporary situation. It's temporary. It's not going to last forever. And you know what? That just means that you need to be on the lookout. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it does mean that, actually, the High Priestess there. And your last message was to be very observant, to watch your partner, to be very attentive. I think I'm still going to post that. Okay. But yeah. This has been your reading. You guys have the same exact cards as Sagittarius, so be sure to watch theirs and see what they've got in here. I don't know. I don't think you guys have the same card as the Romance Angels, but definitely the Messenger of the Oracle. Two of the same ones. So definitely check those out.